Hey guys, oh, in the stainless club now. So I've modified this Mash Tun, but this is the new Mash Tun that me and my dad have ordered in. Cost about $400 from Brewed here in New Zealand, and they put it together. They've fastened some ball lock valves. This one's for input. Oh, sorry, the modification is the insulation, so that's the closed cell foam, which I'll show a little bit at the end of how I added that on. But yeah, so the lid is there. Pop her over on the kettle. So first, ball valve. I've got a bit of silicone tube here. And basically what I did on my first brew was I attached this end to my fermenter and used the fermenter as kind of a hot liquor tank. So I sort of heated up the water in the kettle, poured into the fermenter, and then trickled down through here to do the sparge. So this is basically attached to the sparge arm, which is just one big tube which goes around the outside and just has a few little holes in it. Smells like grain. Maybe I should clean it better. But yeah, it's just got holes around the outside, just basically makes sort of a stream coming in onto the top of the grain bed. So in all seriousness, it actually works really, really well. So I was quite stoked by that. I was very happy with the with the concept. So yeah, so you've got the other ball lock valve down here, which translates straight to this here over to the false bottom. So the false bottom, it's not a big one, it's just a little one, because you've still got a bit of a space here, which is kind of cool, because then you can kind of counter the amount of liquid that can kind of come down the bottom. You know, it's still got a bit more to travel before it actually gets into the false bottom, which is cool. So the stuff coming straight down kind of gets a chance, you know what I mean? The other cool thing about the smaller false bottom, which I discovered on the maiden voyage, was that it's got less of a dead space in it. So the bigger ones, I imagine they come all the way out, and so instead of say you know 750 mils or a litre, you know, the bigger ones might give you 2 litres of dead space, which is just crazy. You don't want that. This makes calculating things annoying, you know. But yeah, there's another silicone tube there, and one thing about this false bottom, which I might consider modifying, is just looking down there. Let me just try and figure that out. That is about 2 centimeters. The dome. The dome is about 2 centimeters thick. Comes in, and you've got a little bit here. So that guy there probably sits. Sorry, just so you can see. That little guy there probably sits about 1 centimeter out. So there's still 1 centimeter of water at the bottom that's not getting sucked up. So what I may do as a modification is just put a little, just a tiny little bit of hose in there, just ram it in, and maybe just cut some zigzags around the outside so that it doesn't, you know, catch everything off the bottom. But it'd be nice to get a bit more. And getting a bit wet here. On the other end, because this isn't sitting quite at the bottom, I'm actually sitting on 1 centimeter of the closed cell foam here, but because this isn't sitting on the bottom, we might need just a hose to come out here and you know, bring it all the way back down, and that way we should get a little bit more water out of the mash tun at the end of the mash and sparge. So that's pretty cool. Good thing about these is, you know, they twist around, they can be undone, so this guy can be pulled off. So that's all good. What else can I say about it? I think it's a 50 litre, because we've got these guys up the sides. You'd want to safely say, oh, maybe 45, you know, just to be safe. But that's still a lot of room to mash in. So I'll just chuck that on there. Cool. So really, they're the same pots, One's just set up for mashing, one's set up for as a kettle. I've got the coil there, just comes on the side, and that is a 2400 watt coil, I think it was. So that just runs off a full phase and just is either on or off, so that's pretty cool. And we've just got the ball lock valve there as well. So all in all, we're basically trying to build kind of a gravity fed system. Not really looking at the pumps and things yet. One day I probably will. I'd say it's probably worth checking out at some stage, but for now I just want to get brewing with the new gear, and we've got it now. I've got a brew under the belt already, so I'm kind of I've got numbers and things so I can dial into how it runs, and I can sort of check to see if I need to make any adjustments and, you know, the numbers and calculations and things I'm putting into Beersmith. So yeah, I'm using Beersmith, which is really helpful. Asks you basically what your setup is, so I've actually made a profile. So yeah, we'll see how we go, see if we can just kind of tweak things if they need tweaking. I don't want to really experiment too much with this, I just want to kind of dial in and just use it, you know. But yeah, sort of tweak things as needed and then just, yeah, lock it in. Pretty cool. So pretty stoked about that. The other new thing is this. So that came the other day as well. So we'll start using this soon as well. For last night's brew, which was a lager. Oops, naughty me, smack on the hand. I didn't use it. So the connector I tried to hook up to where we've got our washing machine, and lo and behold it didn't fit, even though this is exactly the same as what the washing machine uses. So I couldn't figure it out in time, so I just left it for the night, but I might have to go back and check it out. One thing I've got a bit of a hint on is that is metal, and the washing machine one is plastic, so whether the plastic one's moulding and the metal one is, you know, a bit more tighter or something, I don't know. We'll figure that out. It's all just fun stuff to play around with though, isn't it, at the end of the day? So cheers guys. That is probably it for now, I suppose. Except I tried one of my Imperial Oak Aged Stouts today, 6 weeks old, and it's tasting pretty good. So it's it's basically the Hidden Agenda Mini, if you remember that beer from the SJ Pour Challenge. So that's basically the beer I was trying to emulate, and I haven't put anywhere near as much grain in it as it probably needed, so that was one thing that I couldn't really sort out, but I think I've got something close enough, so I'm pretty happy. Nice and oaky, got a real solid body to it, like it's a full body beer. I think it finished at 102.4 or 102.5, something like that. But yeah, it's tasting good. Obviously it's going to need more time, it's still new, but yeah, just wanted to mention that I've cracked one open and me and my wife shared it and it was good. So I'll probably do a proper tasting video at some stage, probably give it at least a few more weeks to just age, and yeah, then we'll crack into one. Awesome. Anyway, I'll leave you guys for now, and happy Homebrew Wednesday, and I'll let you check out me wrapping the new Mash Tun in the foam. Cheers. Hey guys, so got a Mash Tun here. Little guy's got a sock. Whoa, good throw. So what we're doing is basically we've got this camp roll here, and we are just wrapping it around the Mash Tun. Cool thing is we've got these poking out, so we can just pop it on there just to hold it in place, and basically, yeah, just drawing a line around the base and just cutting it with scissors. So simple, so simple. And that's giving us about 1 centimetre of insulation, so we'll test that out, see how it goes. Cool, so there it is there. So I put something on the lid as well. There we go, just doing a bit of a test with some water at the moment. Oh, it's nice and hot. Yeah, just rinse around the edges. That's pretty much it. What you see is what you get. So here's the lager or Pilsner, I guess, that I'm brewing. All lager malt except for a bit of acidulated, just to bring the pH down. Got about 5 to 5.5 pH, so pretty cool. And started it off on 20 degrees and it's dropped down to 16, 18, probably about 17 degrees. So we're slowly going down. You know, it's in full swing at the moment, so if we can get it a bit lower, that'd be quite good. Just trying to sort of give it a bedroom ambient temperature.